With TOMi.Digital, you can teach interactive classes remotely or in person, and you don't even need internet in the classroom. Innovating in classroom teaching with technology is something that new generations need in order to stay motivated in your classes. TOMi.Digital allows you to create classes that promote a healthy form of competition amongst your students, and also allows for fun ways of conducting learning assessments. From now on, access to internet in classrooms will no longer be a barrier. This is how it works. Use the TOMi.Digital Classes repository to find activities created by thousands of teachers around the world, or use the editor to prepare your own. You can add images, texts, and organize interactive activities in the form of competitions amongst your students. TOMi uses many types of questions, such as word searches, matching terms, true or false statements, multiple choice, and reordering or completing sentences. Synchronize your favorite classes from the TOMi.Digital application on your cell phone and take them to class with you. Connect the TOMi Play device to power or a portable battery, and a new Wi-Fi network will appear. Ask everyone in the classroom to join the network and watch the magic begin. Join us in this learning experience and subscribe for 1 year to our platform, and we will send you a free TOMi Play device to any city in the world.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning or good night, depending on which part of the world you are. So thank you so much for attending this class. So the idea is to show you TOMi.Digital platform and let you know how you as a teacher can create an interactive class. So I'm gonna share my screen in order to show you how you start using TOMi.Digital in order to make an interactive class. Okay, so right here in my screen, every question that you have, you can write it in the chat. Every question that you might have, do it on the same presentation. We'll be happy to answer. Okay. Okay. So first of all, we're gonna find here in the main page of TOMi that you can sign in or sign up. So the difference is that sign up is for you to create an account, for you to have a PIN access. I don't know if you already have it, or whenever you sign up, you get the PIN so that you can access the web page as a premium user. So in this case, I'm gonna sign in because I already have my account created. So I put my email address and I put the password that I created for this platform. Okay, so after I have this, sign in. And the first thing that I will find will be my main page for creating classes with TOMi.Digital. So we're gonna have a menu on the left side of the screen where I have new class in order to create a new class. Explore classes if I want to explore classes from different teachers all over the world. Favorites, I can save my favorite classes. Reports, which are the reports of all the classes that I've been performing. My classes, which are the ones that I created by myself. And some collections if I want to put some folders. I don't know, I'm a teacher of biology, but I also teach another subject called life sciences, or I need to create a folder for a different class in a different city. I can create different folders here. So this is the first part of it. And right here at the right top of the page, what we have is the classes, the groups, and other resources from other devices and other technology that can be used with TOMi.Digital. Okay, so Right here, I have all the information of my profile, my plan. If I want to change languages, right now, Tommy, it's only available in Spanish and English. So our main markets are Latin America and the United States and some parts of Asia. Okay, so you're included as part of our English community. And then the sign out button. Okay, right now I'm logged in as a teacher. And what I'm gonna do right now is create a class so that you guys know how to create it, and then I'm gonna share it with you so that you can see how it looks on a real life. Okay, so I'm gonna open a new class. The first thing that I'm gonna do is name the class. So in this case, the name of the class would be cell structure class. I'm gonna name it 2 so that I know that it's a different one. The subject, I choose the subject that I want to link this class to. So since this is cell structure, this would be biology or life sciences, for example. So every time that some teacher in another part of the world wants to have some content related to life sciences, your class will pop up as a suggestion for them. Okay, so the second one, okay, so I create the name of the class, then I choose the subject that it's related to, and I accept. So the first step, which is creating the name and link it to a subject, is done, and it allows me to start my own class. So I have a canvas, like to start from scratch my class. What I'm gonna do first is add an image to the class. So all the content, images, videos, some text that I want to add, everything needs to be already opened or downloaded to my computer. So in this case, what I'm gonna do is, okay, class image, I already have this saved in my computer. I can increase the size or decrease the size. Okay, so I'm gonna have in this right part of the screen, I'm gonna have the progress that I've been doing with this class. So at the beginning, it sort of guides me on what do I have to do. So first, setting the class name, it's okay. Setting the class image, it's okay. And I'm still missing at least 4 questions and select the class language. So let's go to the language, finish that point, and let's put English. There it is. Perfect. So as you can see, the progress it's going forward, and out of 10 points, I already have 6. I'm missing the 4 questions, and those questions can be taken from the resources. So in this part, the resources can be resources that are taken from other classes. I don't know, there's a teacher in India, there's a teacher in Mexico, there's a teacher in Germany that have a class in English with cell structure or the cell information. I can take their resources and use them as a resource for my class. So in this part of import resources, I can import resources from other parts of the world or other teachers, other colleagues of mine. And the other part is the resources, which is the original resources that I have. There's a bunch of different options. So first of all, it would be single choice question, multiple choice question, open-ended question, true or false. If you want to reorder some images or some material, matching the text with the correct image, matching with image, complete the sentence, word puzzle, alternative answers. And right here, I have some resources, which are the video, text document, and image. Okay, so let's start creating a class as a teacher with TOMi.Digital platform. Okay, so first, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the first part, which is, okay, let's set an image of the cell structure. So what I have here is, let me see. So parts of the cell. This is my first content. And what I'm gonna do is drop the image that I have saved in my computer, which is associated with parts of the cell. I save this content, and this is gonna be my first interactive content with the students. I'm gonna have an image with the parts of the cell that I can share with them. Later on, I'm gonna explain how you can share this content with the devices of your students, or if they're in their houses, and obviously with all this situation, they can access this content remotely. Okay, so the second resource, let's add another resource, which is a video. And this video, it can be a YouTube video of, let's post right here. So, so video and cell structure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for the let's say a YouTube video. I'm gonna look for the video, and after that, what I'm gonna do is copy and paste the URL right here, and I paste it. I confirm the link, and then I save it. So right here I have an image as a resource to share with my students, and I also have a video which is making my class more interactive. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is add another resource different from the ones that I've been adding. And in this case, it can be an open-ended question. So you can add as much, I think it's like until 100 questions, but that's a lot for an exam. That wouldn't be a good thing to add that amount of questions. But at the end, what I have to do is use all these resources, play with them in order to make this class more interactive. So the next resource, it's going to be an open-ended question, which would be name 3 parts of the cell structure. Okay, I can add an equation, or I can add an image, and what I can do right here with the questions is set the time, the available time for the student. So if it's a simple question like this, I think that 20 or 10 seconds would be more than enough. Let's put 20. But if it's a question that it has some complexity or needs a document to be read, I can add more time. Okay, so save it. Okay, perfect. So I saved this, and I already have the third resource for my class. So the next resource that I'm gonna add, it's a resource that it's very used by teachers. So most of the times we already have a document. It could be a PDF document, it could be a Word document, and this information, I can't upload the file to the class, but what I can do is copy the content that I have in my PDF and paste it here in the platform, so I can share that content with my class. So let's see, resource, what I'm gonna add, it's a text. So, okay. So I'm trying to reach some document here that I have saved for another class. And let's open it here. Okay. So the title of this would be the cell assay energy mean. Perfect. Okay, and I'm just gonna copy paste any random text right here. And let's see. Perfect. So this is the information. Obviously, you can add more text. I'm just gonna do it for the class. So you add this and you save the content. Obviously, you can edit it. You can put a different formatting options. And as soon as I save it, I go back, and the text, it's gonna be there. So my PDF document or my Word document, it's gonna be saved here. These I can share it with my students whenever I'm in the class. You're gonna see it on a real life example, and I can give them as much time as needed so that they can read the document. Okay, the next resource is going to be a true or false question. True or false question. So right here, I add a resource which is true or false. And the question is the vacuole brown colored? That's false. So me as a teacher, I can decide if the question is true or false, and I can set the right answer right here. Save. Perfect. So as you can see, I have been using different resources to make my class more interactive, more creative, and so that the students are not only just answering random questions and questions and questions. It's going to be boring. So what I have to do is create different contents with different resources, with different creative ideas, so that they learn and they also enjoy the class, even though it's remote. Perfect. So the next resource is going to be ordering the information that I have here. So let's put order. And okay, so the idea was with this content that I'm uploading here is I'm gonna add one statement which is organized from the largest to the smallest cell. Obviously with the images that I already have saved. So I put the white blood cell. Let's increase the size a little bit more. White blood cell. Perfect. And I confirm. If you don't confirm, it's not going to be saved, okay? So I confirm it. Then let's add a different one, which is the animal cell, for example. So the animal cell, it has a different size. Increase it here. Animal cell. Perfect. And I confirm it. And you can add additional ones if you want 5, 10, 20. That's your choice. The other one would be the vegetable cell. And there you go. Perfect. So as soon as I finish this content, what I'm gonna do is, let's see, confirm it. And then after confirm it, I can save. If not, it's not gonna let me continue. Perfect. So some of you could be asking, okay, if you already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 resources uploaded here, why isn't the progress bar advancing? Okay, so first of all, it asks me for 4 questions, and some of the content that we've been uploading, it's not there are not questions. Questions, we only have at least 2. So let's add a different resource. In this case, it's going to be the word puzzle, for example. This word puzzle, this is not a question, but it's a resource, a creative resource for students. So let's see, order complete word puzzle. The statement will be, find the words related to the cell. And what I'm gonna do as a teacher is put the words that I want them to search in the word puzzle. So in this case, let's see, nucleus. Okay, nucleus. The other one would be, let's see right here, vacuole. That's another one. And the other one could be the cell wall. Okay. So as soon as I have the words that need to be found in the puzzle, I save this. And as you can see, I already have the 4 questions that are needed, so the progress bar is completed. Okay. For these, I can, let's suppose that I forgot to put the time, so I can go back and edit it. And let's put 30 seconds. Save. Perfect. Okay, so let's add a last resource, which be a multiple choice question. This is one of the resources that are mostly used by teachers. You can put as a teacher as many questions of multiple or single choice as you want. So in this case, it's a multiple choice question. An organism is made of one cell. An organism that is made of one cell is called unicellular or multicellular. Or multicellular, okay? Perfect. I can add equations as I told you, or I can add images. In this case, it's going to be an easy question, so I'm just going to put 10 seconds. And which is the right answer here? So it would be one cell, it's unicellular, and I can save it. Perfect. So I already have an interactive class with TOMi.Digital. And what I'm going to do is confirm that all the content it's okay, that all the questions are in the right place. And then I confirm it by clicking here in done, okay? So after confirming my class, let's see right here, I have a class created and I can go back to the main page where I see my classes and I see the class that I just created, okay? So it's gonna be cell structure class 2 and I'm gonna access it and I'm gonna start the class. So right now, when I click play, it's that I'm gonna start the class, or if I click schedule, it's that I wanna schedule it and have a deadline for my students. So let's suppose that I have my class created, but I want the students to access not only today, but also tomorrow, or at least until the end of the week. So what I'm gonna do is put the availability of the class for, let's suppose the 29th at the hour that I consider is correct, AM or PM, and then I schedule it. I can students can download the class if needed. Obviously, if I need them to log in and have an account, I can ask for authentication. And right here, these are the question settings, which are the ones that if I want to put the competition mode, so the students can compete between them and they get some points. And with that information, I can also award them. So it's something that it's very used by teachers in order to motivate not only competition but also motivate them to do their classes. Obviously, interacting with their other classmates. And the other one is shuffle the answer options so that one of the students say, okay, the answer, I don't know, they can connect via WhatsApp or whatever and say the answer for the other one is this and this and this. So I can shuffle the answer options so that they are, this is sort of a little bit more control, okay? So I'm not gonna schedule the class right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the class so that you guys can see on real life how it is. So I'm gonna use my device, and what I'm gonna do, it's okay, I'll start the class and continue. Okay, competition mode, yes. So in my browser, what I'm gonna do, it's use this link, this URL. So it says play. Right now I'm a student, okay? So play TOMi.Digital, and there's a code that I have to put when I access TOMi.Digital. So right here, what I have, it's as a student, I have let me see if you guys can see it well. Let's confirm it here. Okay, so I have access to the main page where I click or I put the code, which is 3531 join. And right now I'm logged in to the class that my teacher created, okay? Right now I'm remotely, and there's also a student called Sergio. Sergio, it's also here in the class. My name is, let's suppose it's Sandy. And so I put my name, and as you can see on real time, I'm already in the class, okay? So in a moment, the class will start. So as soon as the teacher clicks start class, the students will have access to the content, okay? So let's see right here, start the class. And as you can see, the student has access to the same content that the teacher uploaded. And they can review it, they can sit. So right here I put some, there's no time for this. So me as a teacher, I control how much time the students will be in this content. I click next, and I have access to the YouTube link. So I can click here and I can watch the video. So it's charging, and as you can see, the student is watching the video that I uploaded as a content. Perfect. That's great. On real time. Perfect. So right here, it's gonna have the next resource, which is name 3 parts of the cell structure. So let's see, back wall. The other one is, let's see, wall and nuke. Okay, okay, I wasn't able to answer because of the time. It was very, very few time. So, but right here I had the opportunity, so I can put more time so that the students are able to answer. Right here is the document that I copy pasted, so it can be my PDF or my Word document. I upload it here, and the students can read it. Next, it will be the vacuole is brown colored. So me as a student, I have countdown, and let's answer. So is it a brown colored? False. Perfect. So right here it says that I had the right answer, but that the other student, Sergio, had the wrong answer. Perfect. We're gonna see at the end everything related to reports so that we can see what happened there and how we can use the reports section in order to make decisions. In this case, so organize from the largest to the smallest. I have the option to do it here in my phone. And let's see. Okay, I can do it here. And this is one, this one. Okay, time's up. So I wasn't able to answer. I'm doing 2 things at the same time, but the students will have the time to do it. Or I can increase the time in order, but Sergio was able to do it. Let's see next. Okay, the word puzzle. Let's find the words. Right here, I'll have to look for the different words that are in the word puzzle. And okay, perfect. Let's push the 17 seconds. All the students are in the same page, in the same resource. It doesn't matter in which part of the world they are. And they'll have to find these 3 words. Perfect. Next, an organism made of 1 cell is called, and I can select which is the right answer. So in this case, I'm gonna answer that is this one, and send the answer. Okay, perfect. I sent it. So right here, as you can see, we have 8 questions out of 8, or 8 resources out of 8, and I'm gonna finish the class. In this case, Andy had like 60% accuracy during the class. Sergio had 40% accuracy, and obviously they are ranked right now. So what I'm going to do as a teacher is go to the reports section, and in the reports section, what I'm going to find is reports by student or reports by question. So if it's by student, what I'm gonna find it's okay. Let's analyze what happened with Andy or with Sergio. In this case, let's open Sergio, and it's gonna have his own report analysis where there's a 40% approval and 60% not approved. Which are the questions that Sergio had difficulty with, so that I can go back and sort of strengthen some of the difficulties that he had. Right here, he put that in order. Okay, right animal cell was the second, but white blood cells were were larger. So in this case, I can see question by question which are the order of the questions or the right answers. So this is the report by student. So let's go back and let's go not for student but for question. So if I want to see what happened with the question, so in this case, the first one, everyone answered it okay. So I think these specific subject related to the cell structure, well, I can analyze here with the report that students have it clear, but maybe regarding the let's see some other reports. So this one, out of all the students, 100% had a wrong answer. So I can assume that there's some difficulty for the students with this question regarding the size of the cells. So I can go back in my class and I can go back in my in the information that I upload to the class in order to strengthen or give them more content or give them more time in order to understand and study the size of the cells. Okay, perfect. So in these reports, what I can do is I can rename the report and I can download it in PDF or in Excel, depending on the type of format that I want. So I can use these reports to analyze it with my students on a one-on-one meeting, analyze it with the students' parents if they want some information regarding the end of period results, or I can share this information and build a general report for my superior, for my principal. That's also something that would make me look good in front of my principal, so that I can have all this information in one place and very organized. Perfect. So what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna go back, and right here I have the report and I can run it again. Okay, so in my classes, here are my classes, here are the reports, my favorites if I want to save it as a favorite one, and my collections. So the idea here is saved in our social media. It's going to be saved so that you can see it as much times as you want. You can pause it, you can play with it as soon as you have your link. So what we're going to do is this is the first part, and in order to let you know how to create these classes. So in order to be in a second one, we can also share with you some links so that you can have the second part training. Mm, if you have some question, if you have some idea, if you have some content that you're not able to upload, please feel free to contact us, and we're gonna share with you. So as soon as you register or sign up, you're gonna receive a link so that you can have the access to the platform as a teacher. So please register or sign up. You're gonna get that link, and right here, when you get the link, what you're gonna do is right here, go to profile, and when you're in profile, in this section, you're gonna put your PIN. So as soon as you put your PIN, you're gonna get activated as a teacher so that you can access all the content and you can access everything and you can create your own classes. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for believing in TOMi.Digital project. This is something that in Latin America has been a total success for all this remote work, and students are obviously happy using all these resources. The relationship between students and teacher has been very good, and very interactive in terms of what they have to do today. So feel free to contact us. Thank you so much, and see you on the next TOMi.Digital class. Take care. Thank you. Bye.